That's Zion Theophilus, Ohio's top-ranked player in 2025 and an LSU commit. Zion, man, thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. It's good to be here.
Let's talk about the stuff, man. The fastball obviously plays out into the 90s. The secondary stuff, though, what's the strength and what are you working on right now?
So my strength right now would be my slider, and it's more of a gyro slider. You have a gyro slider, and then you have like the sweepers, which is the newer pitch nowadays. But I mostly throw a gyro slider, and then I've been delving into the changeup game. That's been a big thing over the season, and my slider's always been my go-to pitch. But obviously, like I just said, this season it's been a big improvement for me has been my changeup.
You seem to be a guy that likes to have fun on the mound. So tell me a little bit about mentality. Like when you're somebody who kind of carries yourself like that, how do you deal with when things aren't going right?
Yeah, so for me, when I'm on the mound, I have obviously I have a lot of confidence, and I try to get that out too, I'd say. And when things go bad, I just like to think, you know, I don't try to let it get too much. Don't try to make the moments too big. And yeah, that's it, I guess.
When obviously being the top-ranked player in the state, it can be something where you feel like each time you got to go out and live up to it, or it can be something where it's the opportunity of pressure and something that's more of a privilege. How do you kind of approach a ranking?
I don't pay attention to those that much because there's so many different places that do so many different rankings, and I feel like once we're on the field, we're all equal. So I don't think that the rankings, they don't make me a better player than anybody else or anything like that. I think once you get on the field, it's an even playing ground and everybody's there to compete.
Well, a place that can make you a better player, Moeller, and you think about being around guys like Kellen Klosterman, David Hagan. How do you guys bring out the best of one another?
Oh yeah, so obviously everybody's a coach, I'd say, something like that. We're all there to help each other, and when you have that many high-level guys, elite guys, when you can come together and just create a staff like that, it really helps everybody else out because you can see, oh, this is how things are actually done, you know.
I mentioned the privilege of pressure. You guys did a story program at Moeller. How do you personally carry trying to live up to what's happened in the past at this place?
Yeah, the past is it's very great, obviously, and I feel very privileged to be able to go out there every day and know that the people who have come before me were elite. So I just try to live up to the standards that they set and everything, and just try to be my best player too. Yeah.
LSU commit now. You had previously committed before that. How different were you as a person when you kind of opened it back up the second time and decided to make a change?
Yeah, I feel like my second time around, I guess you could say, I matured a lot as a baseball player and as a human. So that second time around, I feel like I knew where my priorities were and I knew what I was looking for, so it was a much easier choice to make.
There's a lot of kids who were able to get in, the younger guys, and get that commitment before the NCAA changed the rule. Yeah. Are you a guy, having gone through it the second time, where you kind of like, I understand why that needs to be having something different?
Yeah, I am definitely a supporter of that because when you're a freshman and you're that young, I don't think, or even younger, kids are committing that young, I don't think that it's something that you really need to pay attention to until you get a little bit older, because it was a lot of pressure for me. Everybody committing, you got all of my friends saying, hey, I just got an offer from here, hey, I just got an offer from here. I think that at that age, it's a lot more important to focus on your skill set and improving in that side. Okay,
we're dropping some knowledge on us as well here, but I want to see you as a pitcher, so let's get that ball in your hands and have you take us to your grips. I'll get it to you.
So it's pretty simple so far. I just got a four-seam fastball, not thinking too much. We're just trying to rip it, I guess you could say. And then my best secondary is my slider. So I don't. Again, it's not much of a feel thing. It just kind of one day, I just kind of like gripped it and ripped it. And it's more of a gyro slider, which means that when I release the ball, I'm releasing it on the side, kind of like that, and then it spins like that. It's kind of a bullet. Looks like a bullet slider. And then after that, I got my changeup grip too. Over the years, my changeup wasn't the best. So finding the right grip and the right feel was very important to me. So for years I couldn't figure out how to pronate a changeup. So this is what I've been messing with. I started spiking this finger to just kind of cut it out. So now I can actually feel the ball rolling off of my ring finger, and that's been good for me. Also, sometimes when I have a right-handed hitter, I'll delve into the sweeper slider, kind of like a two-seam. And for that, I'm just kind of thinking about getting around the ball, kind of like a karate chop. So I'm kind of like getting around it, and then from there I just try to let it spin out. So yeah, that's it.
Zion, man, thank you so much for doing
sir,
that. I appreciate it. You're welcome. If you're not already, make sure you follow LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and you get so many more of the athletes that come here to show out.